Hi, welcome to JTV Sports. I am Paul on the ball. And on Saturday night at the Jeffrey Caines Arena in Virgin Gorda, the 2012 Basketball League got on the way with two exciting games. But first of all, the Minister for Sports, the Honourable Myron Walwyn, explained to the youngsters that the development of sports was integral to their development as persons in life.
You look quite smart here this evening. And I'm very glad to see that you're all very well attired in your uniforms and you do understand the importance of sports to the overall development of the person, and that there are lessons that you learn from basketball. Sometimes you're learning them and you're not even knowing that you're learning them. For instance, your uniforms. That's a lesson, because when you go to work and there's a uniform, you must be able to confine to that uniform. There are rules in the game that you must follow. And even though, yes, we have said before, we have freedom, we don't have freedom to do whatever we want. There are rules in life that we must follow. So there are lots of things that you can learn from sports, particularly the sport of basketball.
The Honourable Minister then went on to speak about the President of the Virgin Gorda Basketball Association, Mr. Trevor West Stevens, and also confirmed that there will be an upgrade to the Jeffrey Caines Arena in the next budget.
I want to congratulate West Stevens and his team for the wonderful job that they're doing to keep basketball alive here in Virgin Gorda. Yes, give him a round of applause, please. And I'll tell you one of the things that I've learned about West in my very short time as minister, that he's very dedicated. And Mr. Stephen impressed me to the point that I don't want to say to make anybody else feel bad, but every dollar that West gets from the government, he sends something to my office showing me how every dollar is spent. And that is a very good example for us here in the Virgin Islands. I would like to see a lot more of these sporting organizations do the very same thing. Now, if it wasn't for God's mercies, we wouldn't have the opening of this league today. And that tells us that we need to do something about the covering of this court. We've been speaking about it for far too long. It has to happen. And one of the things that I've done as minister, I have the drawings now for the court. It was my intention to have it done in this budget cycle, but because of other priorities, I wouldn't be able to make it in this budget cycle, but certainly in the next budget cycle, the work to cover this court and to expand this facility will in fact be done.
The opening game of the season saw defending champions High Speed put a whipping on Come to Defend with a final score of 62-36, while in the clash of the Titans it was Set It Off who defeated Come to Defend by a score of 58-57. JTV's Carl Scatliff spoke to the winning coach of High Speed, Mr. Brian Bash Bruley.
Well, definitely we have already planned and done ready for this league, because we already played like three different leagues, and what we did was I entered my team into the development program that Chucky had down there. So don't worry about the licks you get here. You don't get a chance to share your licks when you meet your age group.
So this is basically the same thing that you had playing in that league?
Yeah, this is basically the same thing.
In a losing effort, Mr. Carl Scatliff of JTV also spoke to Irvin Reds Telemac.
This team is pretty much brand new. First time I'm kind of changing over the team. 3 years ago I had the same team 3 years in a straight. This team is a new team and never played together, so we got a lot of work to do. We're a little undersized tonight, but it's a long season.
Okay, I see in the last half of the game, the team seemed like they were trying to get it to come together, and they were doing a fabulous job.
Well, a lot of the team, the members had to hold them head down because the score was big. But all I tell them I've had, and let's make the game good, and let's just have fun and play it out. But we can be back. Trust me, I can be back.
For JTV Sports, I am Paul on the ball. Do be a great sport.